everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this super adorable little bow. I've translated it from Russian, so I couldn't tell you the name for the life of me because even the Google translator couldn't make heads or tails of the name. So I'm going to name it the Royalyn bow tutorial. And as you can see, I've got all my ribbon and everything prepped for you, and you'll need your dress pins, lighter, fabric scissors, tape measure, needle and thread. Always use extra strength thread or upholstery thread for when you're making your bows, and my glue guns obviously out of the way over here for you. Just move these to the side a little bit so I'm not making mess everywhere. Okay, and I've got my sizes here, so I'll just go through all of those with you. And it is 4 cm or 1.5 inch ribbon, and you will need 2 of a contrasting type ribbon like this. This is a faux crushed silk ribbon. So I've got 2 of the faux crushed silk and 2 of a plain pink grosgrain, and that is 2 times 19 centimeters or 2 times 7.5 of the grosgrain, and 2 times 19 centimeters or 7.5 inches of the crushed velvet. And then we've got this second bit, which is another 1 layer of the crushed silk and 1 layer of the grosgrain, and that is 2 pieces at 17 centimeters or 2 times 6.5, and that's that piece. And then I've got an individual 7 centimeter or 3 inch piece here, and then I've got a double layered 1 piece of the crushed velvet and 1 piece of the grosgrain, and like I said, that's 2 times 7 centimeters there. And I'm just going to explain a breakdown of this bow because it looks quite complicated, but it's not as difficult as it looks, because this one is a double tux bow just folded in different directions, and this is a dahlia or konazi, again a word I can't pronounce very well, burst type bow, and then obviously you've just got tails, so it's not as complicated as it actually looks, and I've just got a little bit of bling there for you. So I'm going to show you all the steps to put this together. Like I said, you'll get this cute little bow. The tutorial I was following has these, this is why I've not glued them, had wings like so. I haven't got coordinating colours, so that might be why it's throwing it off, but they're not my personal preference, so I've not added those to this particular style. So we're going to get started with everything. I'll just move my notebook out of the way. And for speed, I have obviously heat sealed all of my ribbon together like so, both ends. And the same on this piece, and the same on this, and I've also just done the top end of this one. Okay, so we're going to work on the main double tux bow first because it's slightly different. Like I said, it's just a slightly different fold than normal. So make sure if it's 2 layers of grosgrain, it doesn't matter which way you fold. If you're using this, like I said, an alternative material like organza, faux silk crush or something like that, then fold it so that that's inside, so you're not burning that, because it is much more sensitive to heat than grosgrain. So crease your centre like so. I repeat, like I said, always fold that delicate ribbon in, and crease that centre. We're going to do the same on this piece, ready for later. Fold in half, crease the centre like so. There we go. So with this one, Normally we would do our circle or that way and do the tuck's bow, but with this one, like I said, it's just ever so slightly different. And just so I don't lose my centre, I also pin. It also helps this not to slip around too much. So we fold one layer this way, like that, and then we fold this layer side like so, and you want exactly even amounts on both sides, because what we're going to do is we're going to take that pin that we've just had in the crease and pin through all your layers like so. And again, do your alignment check that that's still in alignment as normal. Okay, and then we're going to repeat exactly the same step. We will pin that so the velvet doesn't move about. There we go. There's one side, and then fold it so that one's there. And we'll pin through all the layers like so. So you've got this side and this side, and again, just make sure it's all lined up ready for stitching in a minute. So there's that one. And what I'm going to do with this one, I have some high-tech glue which is anti-fraying, and I am going to glue, let's see, I am going to glue along here and pin it with a clip for a second while I stitch the main part of the bow. So we can stitch through that in a minute when we do the folds, because it just makes it this step a little bit easier on this one. So you only want a tiny touch at the edges. This clears a completely clear. Doesn't take too long to dry, and it's easy to stitch through. That one side, and you still do your circle, same as you do on any other tuck space start. So there we go. I'll put that there for 1 second. And then we've got a tail. On this one, I did it without the ribbon beneath, and it went a little bit shorter because, like I said, this material is a little bit more flimsy than the standard grosgrain. So I'm going to, like I said, I've heat sealed that end together there. I will show you how to cut both evenly. Just going to pin them together so when I cut they don't slip. There you go. So cut all your layers and they'll all be the exact same angle. Take that pin out. And we want them to overlap ever so slightly, like I said. As with the normal tuck bows, I would just do it sort of 1/2 centimetre, 1/4 of an inch, just so you can stitch through both pieces as you're going. There you go. And again, do fold them in half like so, and get your crease so that they are centred when we're stitching. Okay, and what I'm going to do, as you can see, I've got the crushed velvet this side, and then the crushed velvet this side for stitching. I'm going to go straight down like so, so I'm going to need slightly longer thread. 1 second while I just thread my needle off. shove that off and tie that off. I am terrible with wasting bits of thread. It's a really bad habit. I either do things too short or too long. I have absolutely no in between. So there we go, that's all tied off. And from above, make sure you're doing all your layers, so you've got that side and that side. 1, 2, you can take your pin out now you've got those first stitches in. 3, 4, 5. So we've gone in, we've come out, we've got 1, 2, in, 1, 2, out. You've got 3 there. Okay, and pull that down, and same again. From above, take that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've caught in, 1, 2, out, 3 there. We've got that layer, caught everything in between. It's very important that you've not missed any, because otherwise it will come apart. Okay, and same with this piece. From above, right down that centre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you go. As you can see, you get this shape like this with the triangle and then this bit coming down. And as you can see here, they do line up evenly. It's another way of checking that you've got everything centered. Pull to cinch, and this is why extra strength or upholstery thread is the key, because you won't be able to do this with normal cotton thread. Get everything all nicely lined up like so. And then wrap as tight as you possibly can. Okay. Just going to unthread that a little because I went off centre there. Happens sometimes. Okay, that's better. That's better. Don't be afraid to do things like that if you think you've gone off centre as well, because it is always about getting that even sides. Okay, I think that I've wrapped that enough now, probably too much, but it's always good to be secure. Do a stitch off in the back. I can cut that bit away. Seal it down. And I've not sealed these edges yet because I'm going to show you how to get this ruffled effect in a minute once we're finished adjusting. There we go. Like I said, takes seconds sometimes, but it's always worth that extra little play around so that you know you've got it exactly how you like it and that it's all even and nice and centered, etc. Now with the tails, to get this ruffle effect, what you do is you pull a little like so and then heat seal. Pull a little bit more, heat seal that curve. Again, sort of pull, twist, pull, twist, and like I said, you get that slightly ruffled effect. It's easier to see on the grace grain, so I'll show you. So pull a little like that, curve it in, pull a little so you get that, heat seal that, curve, pull, heat seal, do that last one, and then like I said, you've got that nice ruffled effect there. Okay, so by now our circle should be all dried. Yep, there we go. And what we do with this, I say, it's reasonably dry. So I'm just going to pin, like I said, just to stop the faux silk from shifting about. So hold your finger here, hold your pin so you don't catch yourself on it. And what you do is you twist this over, and I use the pin head as a guide. I might have to pin this, it's not going as well as I'd like. I'm just going to pin that for now. So be careful on your pins, that's why I normally glue. So as you can see, circle, got your pin for your crease. I'm going to flip this over like so, so that they re-centre like this. And feel free to adjust that bit down so your points are even, and like so. And this is what you'll get. Just move that pin so it's catching all the layers, and we'll stitch this in a second. There we go, so that's that. I'll just tie off this little bit of thread here. One from above, 2, 3, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you've got all your layers again, and make sure this is centered when you're cinching. Okay, and then you'll get this cute little petal shape like this, like that. That's back. Like I said, you can see crushed velvet just in there. Stitch off this in the back. And then we're going to go straight through the centre here with that excess thread. And we're just going to wrap a couple of times round like so. There we go. Do one extra stitch off in the back. I prefer to do this than glue because I feel it's more secure. And as you can see, you've got the beginnings of this little bow here. You've got your crushed velvet this side, and in the centre. Gives it that nice extra little pop. Heat sealer coordinating middle there. Dot glue right on the back there. Bobble at the join again, right against that back. And then hold that a second just so it's nice and secure before we start gluing. So there's that. And then we're going to wrap around at least twice. Okay. So making sure it's nice and tight. There's one. Let's take this glue string out of the way before it sticks itself to the bow. One. Two. Cut off your excess. Heat seal so that doesn't fray. Add a spot of glue there. Glue in place. Like so. And just finishing adjusting all your layers. And then you can add your embellishment or leave it as it is, whatever you prefer. I would normally put a touch of felt here and super glue it to the bow, but I haven't got any super glue on my desk today, which I did with this one. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell button so you get notifications when I release new videos. And I do also have a Facebook group, so under the same name, so do feel free to come along and join me. I will put any measurements if I size up a bow, say I go down to 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters or up to 3 inches, etc. I put all the measurements in there. All the measurements for this actual bow will be in the description in inches and centimeters for everyone, like I said, because I know everyone works slightly differently. Thank you for watching. Bye.